Hello, welcome back. I'm Statman Dave, and today we're going to be looking at how Bruno Fernandes will fit into Solskjaer's Manchester United, taking a look at starting 11 formation and tactics. Remember to subscribe if you are new, turn the notification bell on, like that goddamn video. This video is brought to you with Coral, but anyway, let's get this party started. After two transfer windows chasing Bruno Fernandes, the Portuguese international has signed for Manchester United a reported fee of £60 million. But how will he fit into Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Manchester United setup? Last season for Sporting, Fernandes operated in a 4-3-3 in central midfield, where he was given a licence to roam. He could drop deep to help progress the ball or move it forward, operating in the final third from the hole or even surging into the penalty area. This free role seemed to get the best out of Bruno, not only in terms of setting the record for the most goals scored in midfield in a single season, but he was also directly involved in 50 goals in 53 appearances in all competitions, a frighteningly good record. However, this season has seen tweaks as Sporting have mostly used a 4-2-3-1, a diamond, a flat 4-4-2 and a back three, all systems that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has used at his time as Manchester United manager. Ole's persistence with the 4-2-3-1 this season suggests Fernandes will be used to shape his formation and system as a number 10. As we've seen in this shape, the number 10 is the focal point of United's attack. When they play well, United tend to play well and win. In United's last two Premier League wins, the two players to play number 10, Angel Gomez and Andreas Pereira, created 56% of the side's chances, showing how important they are to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's tactics. Let's rewind to Norway. Solskjaer's last mould side set up in that 4-2-3-1. They looked to play directly through the number 10 before going into the channels. And during his spell as Manchester United manager, Solskjaer looked to do something similar with Paul Pogba in the hole. But since then, to cope with various injury problems, Solskjaer either hasn't been able to field this shape or tactically he's gone without a number 10. The 4-2-3-1 itself is not a problem, so long as there's a consistent creator in the side that can create at least 2 chances per game. The only problem with that is the only player to create 2 or more chances per game this season has been Paul Pogba, and he's missed 28 games in all competitions through injuries. There's also question marks whether Pogba's best position is actually starting as a number 10, or if he's better from a little bit deeper where he can move into that area. It seemed to sort of facilitate Ole's switch last season to a 4-3-3 or a diamond. But with the signing of Bruno Fernandes, Man United have not only a top chance creator, but one who's consistently created over the past 3 years. Since moving to Portugal at the start of the 17-18 campaign, Fernandes has created on average 2.9 chances per game. Fernandes as a playmaker is very much in the mould of Kevin De Bruyne. They create chances in a very similar way, favouring through balls or whip crosses, which explains why Fernandes was linked to Manchester City in the summer, after the Belgian missed most of last season through injury. Generally, when operating as a number 10, Fernandes looks to operate in between the lines, picking the ball up in space and either looking to slip in an early through ball for one of the wingers, or playing a 1-2 to create space so they can receive and look for that again early through ball. These early through balls will unleash both wingers, but Dan James will certainly benefit the most. He's always looking to make that run in behind, and Fernandes' preference for that pass will see the Welshman getting in behind and racing away to cross even more than he already does. But also look for that cutback for either Anthony Martial peeling off or Marcus Rashford. In the final third, Fernandes uses pass and move tactics to create space, using 1-2s to draw in opponents before moving into the vacated space. He not only does this with creativity in mind, but also goal scoring, using his 1-2s to set himself up to shoot from range or a combination play to surge into the penalty area. The big thing with Fernandes, he's unbelievable off both feet when finishing in the penalty area. Chips, left foot, right foot, unbelievably quality in the final third, and especially when looking to score goals. The preference for this quick combination play could see him linked well with Anthony Martial. When deployed as a bit of a back-to-goal striker, Martial's link-up is very good. He's got the strength to hold off defenders, as well as great spatial awareness that allows him to use his tricks, his flicks and passes to create for teammates. Again, something that Bruno Fernandes is likely to combine with and get on the end of those moves and put Manchester United into the lead in games. But when Bruno Fernandes is looking to create in that final third, he picks up the ball in the half space, looking to both go direct and indirect through balls for attackers, or alternatively, he looks to pick out a teammate in the box with a dangerous cross. This precision passing in the final third will be so important for Manchester United's forwards. United don't have a target man, so aimless crosses are easily dealt with by the opposition. But with Fernandes identifying and supplying a target, it gives the attacker a greater chance of success. Take Sporting's third goal against Portuguese. Sporting were attacking down the right with Vieto. He passes to Fernandes, who's in between the lines in the half space. He fakes a shot cross, which opens up a big hole centrally that can be exploited by the man on the edge. So he hangs the ball up for the forward to head home. Really intelligent play in the final third. And it gave the forward, Gonzalo Jimenez, the edge aerially over the centre-back, who was 4 inches taller. This season we've seen Marcus Rashford go from strength to strength, but more notably is now an aerial target at the back post. He scored 2 goals in the Premier League this season from crosses to the back post. One against Newcastle, one against Norwich after that fantastic cross from Juan Mata, and also there was an own goal against Aston Villa that should have been credited to Marcus Rashford. When the ball is in the final third on the right, Rashford's positioning has seen him pick up pockets of space at the back post, and now he's using his athletic frame to win headers. With Fernandes often looking to pick up the ball in the half space and looking to pick out that teammate with a cross, Marcus Rashford could become a really inviting target for the playmaker in between the space between the fullback and the centre-back. Despite playing in number 10 this season, Fernandes isn't your typical playmake passenger that only gets involved in the final third. Instead, he's always looking for the ball so he can dictate, and this is showcased by the stats. For Sporting this season, Bruno Fernandes has made more passes per game than any other of their midfielders. What this means for Manchester United is that whilst Fernandes will be the guy to make the difference in the final third, when they're building up, he'll still be able to drop deep and help progress the ball. The fluidity of an extra man in the build-up makes United more press resistant, which means they can look to forcefully draw their opponents onto them, which inherently will open up space in behind for the likes of Rashford, Martial and James to exploit with their pace. What's interesting though is Fernandes has the experience playing in defensive midfield and double pivot. Not that this could be a long-term option, but when chasing games or playing weaker opposition, Fernandes could be shifted there to add an extra goal threat. In last season's Europa League game, in the group stages, Fernandes played in the position in Sporting's 6-1 win over Karabakh, and he ran the show. No player had more touches, no player made more passes, took more shots or scored more goals in that game. With his suitability in a 4-2-3-1 considered, Fernandes shot to fame last season playing in a 4-3-3 as an 8. His signing could see Solskjaer move back to the 4-3-3 with 2 3/8s in Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba. To really make this system thrive they probably need a destructive number 6. But with 2 ball-playing defenders in Maguire and Lindelof, and both Fernandes and Paul Pogba happy to drop deep to progress the ball, it means the 6 can solely focus on winning the ball back, which makes finding a target to unleash this system much easier. As much as I think Scott McTominay's best position is more of a box-to-box role, he can definitely be suited as playing as that destructive number 6 for Manchester United. Regardless of the system, Bruno Fernandes will add a real indirect set-piece threat to the side when delivering corners and free kicks. Fernandes puts real topspin on the ball, which not only means that it's delivered with pace, but the loop takes out the goalkeeper when crossing to the back post. This delivery could finally get Harry Maguire his first goal for Manchester United. Last season in the Premier League, Maguire scored as many goals from set pieces as every other Manchester United defender combined. But this season he's been less than effective, which is surely down to a lack of true set piece specialists, which with Fernandes would massively change and have a dedicated guy every single week. The back post in-swinger would let Maguire use his frame to win headers, and the pace on the cross means that he just needs the accuracy to score. But anyway guys, what do you think? Will Bruno Fernandes be a success at Manchester United? Let me know in the comments below. I've been Statman Dave, and we will see you next time for some more transfers. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, why not check out some more content on the Statman Dave YouTube channel?